Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and summon on this Goddess's Servant's banner. This banner is freaking awesome because basically every single unit on here is a winner. Even Seteth, who's the 4-star demote, he's gonna be a really good merge project for a lot of people. So we're just looking to get whatever I can here. And we're going to, of course, go for the sparking, so I'm going to hit full circles, and I farmed out the forging bonds to get the tickets. So we're going for max discounts, and we're going for every circle here. Okay, our opening summon of the day is going to be a 4-star Soren. As always, let me know in the comments section what your free summon on the banner was. Alright, but I guess let's talk about the units a little bit. So basically, they're all perfect. Their stats are really good. I took a look at their stats. There's really no loser on this banner. Even Seteth, like I said, he's the 4-star demote, and yet he's got a 172 BST. So he scores in the same bracket as units like Itsuki and Astrum, also Valbar, Echidna, and Ross, and so on. So all of those really good scoring arena projects that people built up, you can basically build up Seteth and he's going to score as high as them. He's also, of course, got a really good attack and speed combo. And when you pair that with his weapon effect that gives him attack and speed up 4 and neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack and speed, he's going to be really freaking fast, man. Like, he's going to have good speed. He's going to have good power. He has a really nice support effect on his weapon, too, where he's giving basically drive, attack, and speed up to level 4. Or I guess, not really level 4 necessarily, but you're getting attack and speed up 4 if you're within 2 spaces of Seteth. So, very good stat buff to anybody, basically. So, Seteth is really good. Also, Shamir is really good. She's got crazy base kit. She's got a crazy attack and speed combo. She has a super boon in, like, every single stat besides HP. So, you really just can't possibly pull a bad version of Shamir. Catherine is really good as well. Her weapon is just nuts. She has a really good attack and speed combo just like Shamir. So both Shamir and Catherine I feel like are going to be some of the better player phase units you could build up. And if you decide to go for them, you don't even really need to give them anything. Oh, okay, look at that. Alright, so our first 5-star summon of the day is going to be Petra. Of course, Petra is also a 3 houses character. Minus speed, that's pretty awful, but the good thing about Petra is that she comes with ground orders. So I'm going to be able to probably sacrifice her to someone for some nice shenanigans in Aether raids. Probably Yune or Mirabilis or someone like that. Alright, but let's keep up with the summons here. Alright, we got a Leon on that one. Leon, he got a little bit better with Deadeye, but I'm probably not going to build him because he's not one of my favorites. I typically just try to build my favorite characters. So even if they're really good or really meta and I don't happen to like them, I'm just going to ignore it. Hey, okay, our first focus 5-star of the day. We got ourselves a copy of Shamir there. Wow, pretty awesome. So we got Shamir and we got Petra in the same circle. That's awesome. So what's their country called again? Hold on, I forget what it's called. It's probably somewhere in Petra's thing, but minus attack, that's not very good. But I guess as long as her speed doesn't take a hit, that's fine. Yeah, Princess of Brigid. So both these characters are from the land of Brigid, which is pretty awesome. And Petra, honestly, like Brigid, I feel like it just reminds me of Sakai or Saka from Fire Emblem 7. Where the people there are just like a bunch of planeswalkers and they're like nomads basically. And they have like teepees and they're just really cool. They have bows, they fight like... Basically, they fight like people of the plains. I'm describing it awfully, I'm sorry about that, guys. But Sakai is awesome. Brigid is basically like the 3 houses version of that. So I've always liked Petra, and I like Shamir a lot as well. Alright, we got Stall on that summon. Here's a colorless orb, and we get Gordon. Okay. Alright, 3-star Gordon. Gordon's not bad. He has a brave weapon for his refine. And he hits pretty hard too. So Deadeye is actually solid on him. Oh, I'm talking about like all these free-to-play merge projects, and I haven't even talked about the new Grand Hero Battle unit yet. Alright, so we're gonna get Nemesis for this round of Grand Hero Battle. And Nemesis is really good, in my opinion. I've seen some people talking trash about him, like he's not that good. Like, I don't know what they're talking about, because to me, he looked really good. He's got a 176 BST. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a super boon in anything. So, unlike with Ina, who had the same BST, basically, you can't give him any, like, super boon in a stat to raise his BST cap into a higher scoring bin. So, Ina does score a little bit better. But as far as, like, actual competitive play and how good Nemesis actually is, I think he's way better than Ina for sure. So Nemesis's weapon, it's going to grant him a flat defense up 3. And then it also gives him attack and defense plus 6 based on how many units on your team are above or equal to 90% health. And they don't need to be within range of him or anything like that. They just need to be on the team and they need to have the HP above 90%. So a very easy requirement for him to get. He's basically always going to be at attack and defense plus 6 by that. And he also gains damage reduction with the same passive restriction. So allies on the team that have above 90% HP, he's gaining plus 15% damage reduction for each one of them. So you put it all together and he can have a possible 45% damage reduction. And it also reduces damage from AoE specials as well. So Nemesis is like one of the godliest Grand Hero Battle units we've gotten. He has really good stat distribution as well. Like, speed is a dump stat, and then he's got everything in basically attack, defense, and res, which is where he wants it. So you can't go wrong with Nemesis. I'm probably going to try to build him. It does suck, though, that he can't score as high as Flame Emperor or Ina. But regardless of that, he seems like a very strong unit to build. Probably going to be similar to Itsuki, because they're both gaining a bunch of attack and defense from their weapon. But of course, Nemesis has that juicy damage reduction, which I think is pretty good. Alright, we got Lucas on that pull. Alright, we're about halfway into the summons. So let's just keep it up and keep hoping for the best. Hopefully you guys are having some good luck. I mean, we haven't had such bad luck here either. We've managed to pull 2 5-stars already. 2 pretty cool ones as well. So I'm definitely happy about that. Even though Petra is an old unit, that was actually my first copy of her. Alright, we got a blue summon here. Hey, we got the smoke, so possibly Seteth. Alright, now we got Shanna Banana. Oh man, I have not said that in a long time. Shanna Banana. Okay, Shanna Banana. She is, of course, Desperation Fodder. She's got a pretty good refine, too, so maybe I could build her up. Not too sure if I'm going to do that. Morgan on that summon, Morgan M. I don't know why he doesn't have a refine yet, while the female one does. It's just that waifu bias, man. What's the deal with the waifu bias? Like, even on this banner, too, they had to give Seteth the demote instead of one of the girls. Like, they easily could have demoted Catherine, I guess. Well, maybe not, because her weapon is so good. Yeah, like, it probably would have been way too powerful if they demoted Shamir or Catherine. I haven't even talked about Flame yet either, have I? Yeah, so I don't know if Flame's weapon stacks with itself. Like, if you've got 2 copies of Flame within 2 spaces of somebody, if they can get minus 60% damage reduction at that point. Okay, I gotta make space, so 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So let's continue with the summons. Alright, so I was talking about Flame before we cut out there. So Flame, I don't know if she stacks yet. I'm pretty sure she does. There's like no reason why she wouldn't. So imagine having multiple copies of Flame on the team and they've all got their damage reduction passive effect. And they're just giving it to somebody who already has damage reduction. So can you imagine like Brave Edelgard with 2 Flames behind her? And then Edelgard's getting minus 60% damage reduction on the first hit, where she was usually her weakest. And then minus 80% on the next hit, which combines with the 60% for the second hit as well. So Brave Edelgard is going to be nuts now. And we pulled ourselves a copy of Adrift Camilla. Okay, that's not really what we're trying to get here. But I have been using her in the Hall of Forms, and she was my carry unit for the most part. I gave her a whole bunch of crazy skills, so maybe I'll pick her up with the Formasoul. I don't know just yet, but randomly, I've been pulling her a lot lately. So maybe I could just merge her up and get a pretty good one. I'll have to think about that. But she's not really like one of the units I'm super interested in building. Okay, we got Rebecca there. Rebecca, who is still in dire need of an art fix. They need to start getting on those art fixes again with the Resplendent Heroes. We've had so many Resplendent Heroes lately that already had good art. Like Sarah too. I feel like Sarah could use an art upgrade. Her artwork isn't really the best, so please insist, just get on those artwork fixes. I know you want to release the hype units as the Resplendent Heroes, but like, come on, some of the artwork in the game from the early heroes is just completely unacceptable. Oh. Okay. Alright, that's... Once again, that's like the last thing I was expecting to summon here. Wow, plus attack as well. Okay, so Fallen Berkut. I believe he has Warding Stance 4. Yeah, he does. Okay, that's not bad for fodder. He also has Distant Counter if he's within 2 spaces of an ally, I think. Yeah, he does. Okay. And then he does 20 chip damage to the nearest ally, which is actually to your advantage, because you can use that to set up stuff like Desperation. Alright, that's a pretty solid summon, man. We're doing pretty good here. We got some really random 5 stars that are kind of hot fire, so I'm okay with that. Alright, we got Toilet Head. Okay. Huh. Alright, so Sully, like... Alright, here's a question for everybody. Who is your favorite Red and Green Knight combo in Fire Emblem? So you know in most of the games they have this Red and Green Knight cavalry duo. Typically you get them at the start of the game. So which Red and Green Knight is your favorite combo? For me, I think it's got to be Lance and Alan from Fire Emblem 6. I just really like them. They're both really good. So I typically use both of them during my run. And Fire Emblem 6 is interesting because that was one of the few games where Paladins actually had a really good stat cap. So they had tons of skill and they had tons of speed in that game. Usually how they balance Paladins is they give them lower stat caps in most of the other games. But for some reason, Fire Emblem 6 was just the game to be a cavalry unit. So I tend to use like all of them in Fire Emblem 6. Lance and Alan and even the other ones too, like the ones you get later with the brown hair, whose names escape me at this moment. Alright, we got another Shanna Banana there. Man, I miss saying Shanna Banana. I used to say that in the old videos before I was taking my break from YouTube. Hey, okay, we got Seteth finally. Alright, so he is a 5-star. That's pretty good. I don't have to waste any feathers on him. Minus attack plus res. Not really the best, but still happy to get him regardless. Definitely going to be one of the better merge projects for people. So that's 1 Seteth down the hatch. 11 more to go. Or, I mean, 10 more to go, my bad. Alright, Ferdinand von Eyre. Some more 3 houses love there. I didn't even bring up that we pulled a full circle of blue colored orbs here. So I guess shoutouts to that. I was hoping to get some more Seteths though, but I guess 1 is good enough, especially as a 5-star. Alright, we got Abel, one of the other units from a Red and Green Knight combo. So maybe someone's favorite Red and Green Knight is Cain and Abel. Alright, final summon of the day before we go for the sparking. And we get Mathilda. Alright, sure. Alright, so let's hop out of here and let's go ahead and spark for that lovely, adorable girl who just has this inkling for fish. Alright, I'm gonna definitely do some showcases with her. I feel like her damage reduction passive possibly makes her the best support unit in the game now. Maybe even better than Brave Lucina. We'll have to see. But just giving damage reduction to anybody, regardless of movement type, is just so crazy. Like, imagine having damage reduction on units like Brave Edelgard and Brave Ike and so on. It's just gonna be nuts. So, I'm very happy I was able to get Flame. So, that's basically it for the summons today. Pretty hot session. We managed to pull some crazy off-focus 5 stars. We also got a bunch of focus 5 stars too, so not too shabby. So, as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. Thanks so much to everyone for watching the video and watching me summon. I appreciate the support. So take care, everybody. And I will catch you guys again in the next one.